Another problem we need to solve, I don't think it is a security problem, but it is an idiotic problem. The social media. The social media apparently has been saying that Museveni is dead. Now the other day when I went to side of bomb or to lay a foundation, people were looking really very, because they thought they have been told by social media that Museveni is dead or something like that. So the security service needs also to solve that problem. I need to check with them to locate quickly the one who tells such a story, because you waste people's time. They should go for you. They should go for you, should locate you where you are, and we'll go for you. And if you are in Europe, then we denounce you. Say, go to hell. Now, for Karamoja, we are going to again launch a very serious offensive in Karamoja, and those people who are involved will regret why they are doing what they are doing. It is now that since June, since May, that we entered our second wave, which we could have totally avoided, because if we had continued, this virus goes away. After 14 days, it either kills you or you defeat it. So with discipline, we could have avoided completely the second wave. But because of the indiscipline, we have had this second wave, which has now pushed the death, because before that we had only about 200 dead people from the beginning. But I think now we have reached almost 2,000. That's why we had to launch the lockdown. And from what I'm hearing, the lockdown is already slowing down the spread. The other day I was in the cabinet and I was told that, the lockdown is working. I said, why? They said before the lockdown, when you would check 100 people for corona, 17 of them would be positive, would be having the virus. But now, this was a few days ago, because of the lockdown, when we check 100 people, we found that only 8 or up to 10 are positive. So it has already worked. Now, the other day I saw one of the political leaders saying, why do you lock down? The virus has already gone in the villages. What are you trying to prevent? Yes, the virus has gone to the villages. But let the villagers who are infected stay where they are. Let them not move, because by moving, they are infecting more people. That is the logic. The logic is freeze where you are, don't move. Except the categories we allowed, the ones who are bringing the cargo, bringing food and goods, the cargo and the security forces and the medical and a few other categories. Then some of the religious people said, but we are also essential. He said, yes, you are essential, but I am also an essential person. I am a grandfather. And in my grandfather's role, I'm really essential. But I have not seen my grandchildren now for almost 1.5 years. I have cut them off because although I am essential to give them advice and so on, meeting them is dangerous. So I exercise my essentiality as a grandfather through the telephone. So therefore, the whole idea here is to minimize congregation, minimize congregating, so that we avoid massive infection. But at the same time, we are working very hard to import vaccines. Vaccines are not in short supply, but they are shared badly. Some people want to solve their problem first before they look at ours. It's not Christian, but we now know. We now know that people who say they are Christians, actually they are not. And it's a good lesson. And that's why, therefore, we are also working very hard to develop our own vaccines here, and we shall. We are moving very well by either bringing investors to produce their own vaccines here and developing our own vaccine. Some of our people are also working on the therapeutics. Some of our scientists have used some of the indigenous knowledge, which is abundant, to get some items which seem to be curing some of these people. But we shall confirm that and announce formally. I've been following and funding these people. I follow very closely, talk to the people. Even this morning I was talking to some of the people. Are you sure that you, yes, then they tell me their stories. So now we have said, okay, this is what they call anecdotal. Just somebody telling you what you saw. So we are now saying, okay, you go to the clinic, keep people there formally, let them be admitted, so that everybody sees that the medicine is working, and we can get money out of these sicknesses. That's why our new Minister of Science and Technology, Museveni, is talking of a pathogenic economy. Apparently, there's more money in dealing with germs than even growing coffee. For us, we spend so much time growing coffee, bananas. I have been looking after cows for the last more than 70 years. But the people who specialize in germs and health and so on, they get a lot of money. Much more money than we, the coffee growers and the cattle growers. So we are learning now. We are going to make money from our germs. Like, for instance, I was very angry with some of these people. We are the ones who started Ebola here in the world. Ebola is ours. How is it that other people made a vaccine for Ebola when you are just sitting here? So we are really waking up. Unfortunately, we had educated a lot of the young people. They really can, if they are helped, there is nothing they cannot do. So that is on the issue of the corona. We shall defeat the corona. I appeal to people, just be patient, don't panic, don't rush around, don't panic. We shall defeat this. This is not like it's not even like AIDS. Because AIDS is not easy to cure. People stay with AIDS. The Kauka virus stays there. We suppress it with the drugs, but it stays. It doesn't go completely. Unless we use these medicines of ours, our ancient medicines, which our scientists are now getting out. But these Western medicines, they can't cure AIDS completely. They suppress it. But this corona, even the body can defeat it without any medicine. And with the medicine, many people get cured. And it can be avoided. It can be avoided. So I appeal to Ugandans really to listen, stop empaka arguments, and be advised. And know that people who are pushing them are not their friends. Now, all our people have died, some of whom we know, like the late Awori, Chivejinja, Manztumboine, many people of the people we know. They were all right until this corona came. They were contributing. So that's one point I wanted to inform the country.